What's up, my name is TechNubber here for Troubleshoot and welcome back to another video. In this quick video, I'll show you how to install .NET 5 Runtime or SDK on Linux, more specifically Debian distributions such as Pop! OS or Ubuntu. I'm using Pop! OS here, but the same steps will apply to Ubuntu. So to begin, without further ado, I'm not going to explain what .NET 5 is or why you might need it, but I will do a little bit of explaining of the tools that we'll be using to get it installed. In Microsoft's official documentation, they suggest using Snap to install it and set it up. Snap is a package manager that you can use to install the .NET SDK or .NET Runtime. Snaps are a great alternative to the package manager built into your Linux distro, and the article explains how to install .NET through Snap. So, to get started, let's install Snap on our computer. If we head across to this link here, you'll see the package that we'll install with Snap, .NET Core SDK. With this, we can choose .NET 3, 5, etc, etc. Scrolling down and clicking on Ubuntu, it'll show us the steps for installing it down here, how to install Snap, and how to install the .NET SDK, though we won't be using this exact command down here. To begin, let's start installing Snap. We'll be using these two commands here, which you'll also find in the description down below. So, opening up a new terminal, I'll paste in the first one, sudo apt update, enter my sudo password, and sudo apt install snap as such. Paste and enter. Then yes. Now we just need to wait for it to download and install. Once it has installed, we can install .NET 5. We won't be using this command here. Instead, we'll be using the install steps from this page here. Under this header here, we'll either be installing the SDK or runtime. The SDK includes the runtime and of course allows you to build software in the future, while the runtime is exactly that. It's only for running software, not creating any. Here are the Snap packages here, 5, 3.1, 3.0, 2.2, and 2.1, and of course there'll be more in the future. And up here for the SDK, there's only 5, 3.1, and 2.1. We'll be using 5.0 in this video, and we'll be installing the SDK, though I'll run through the runtime only install commands when we get there. So, opening up the terminal once again, in here I'll run sudo snap install .NET SDK -- classic -- channel equals followed by 5.0, which is this channel here. Snap package or channel 5.0 latest stable, 3.1 LTS stable, etc. So 5.0. Now, if you'd like to install only the runtime, instead, you'll be entering .NET Runtime 50 or any of the other commands down here instead of .NET SDK, and you won't include channel. So it'll be sudo snap install .NET -runtime say 50 space -- classic. This is the command for .NET 5 SDK, which includes .NET 5 Runtime. I'll hit enter to go ahead and start the installation process, which should be rather quick. Then after it's installed, we'll be integrating it with our computer. Usually they'll get you to run this command here, though we won't be running it. This creates an alias for .NET using the .NET installation. We're not going to be using this as you'll need sudo to run that command. Instead, we'll be running this command, which you'll find in the description down below. Sudo ln-s snap.net SDK current.net user local bin.net. This allows us to run it without sudo. Now, of course, this is for the .NET SDK. If you're going to be using a .NET runtime, inside of here, instead of .NET SDK, make it .NET -runtime say 50 or whatever number it is, but leave the second half as is. Then hit enter to run the command and integrate it with our computer. Running .NET, it'll respond with this over here, meaning that it's successfully installed. Something we do need to do is define where it's installed for programs that may need the .NET SDK. To do so, I'll run xdg-open ~.bashrc, though of course you can use Nano, Vim, or any other text editor. I'll scroll down to the bottom of the file and add a couple of new lines. In one of these new lines, I'll add export .NET_root in all caps equals /usr /local bin.net as such. You'll find this in the description down below. Then simply save the file. I'll use Ctrl+S and I'll close out of this. Then to refresh your console window here, if you need, simply run bash and hit enter. Awesome. Now we can run .NET list SDKs and .NET list runtimes. Now, of course, if you're using the runtime only version, you'll only get a response for the runtimes one, but not the SDKs one. As simple as that, it's now been set up. Awesome. So beyond this point, you're able to run .NET 5 applications as you'd hope. I've just gone ahead and mounted a folder from my desktop here containing a .NET 5 project. If you'd like to see how to do this, check the description down below. I'll open up the Techno Account Switcher folder, followed by the server, bin debug net 5, and all the way down to publish. Over here's the project, and the main executable is Techno Account Switcher server.dll. I'll open up this project in a terminal, and I'll run .NET space followed by the file's name. So Techno Account Switcher server.dll, and hit enter. Upon doing so, you should see the project runs, and over here I have a Blazor server that's set up to run. Of course, I can copy the domain and go to it, but it doesn't work currently as I'm missing a folder up here due to the configuration being different on Linux. Just something I'll have to get across to you, but the program does work exactly as I'd expect it to in Linux using .NET 5. Awesome. So that's about it for this video. Thank you all for watching. My name's been Techno here for Troubleshoot, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao.